Good morning to you all. Thank you for joining me and welcome to my first recording on Mike Adams' new TV website. What I'd like to talk about is cancer. Now if the stats are right, and I know Disraeli said it well, there are always lies, damn lies and statistics. 1 in 2 of us, if we are men, will get cancer in our lives. And if I was a woman, 1 in 3 would create cancer in our lives. Remember, cancer is not a disease, it's actually a survival mechanism, and you can read more about that in many great books, but 2 that I have found very interesting are Andre Moritz's book and also Dr. Russell Blaylock's book, Health and Nutrition Secrets That Can Save Your Life. Now, what I find interesting, I mean, this is about me, but when somebody tells me that they've been labelled with cancer, one part of me actually gets excited. And the reason that I get excited is because they've got a wonderful opportunity to change their direction. You see, the physical body never lies to you. If it's not happy, if you've gone off the rails, let me explain what I mean. Imagine driving down a highway, or in my country a motorway, and I have 3 or 4 lanes. And when I'm driving down, if I fall asleep at the wheel and I move over to the left side, then hopefully the so-called, we'll call sleeping policeman, or the little bumps in the road will wake me up. And hopefully I will then survive by realising that that wasn't a good move, and I'll move back into the 3 or 4 lanes. Same thing if I fall asleep and move over to the right side. If I feel the signs and symptoms going over the bumps, then hopefully I can turn my car back again. Well, the physical body's like that. Pain is a teacher of life. It gives you a wonderful opportunity to interrupt your pattern and change your direction. So if you have been labelled with cancer, well, welcome, because right now everybody's body is producing cancer cells. However, if you have a strong immune system, then, and I do believe T3 from the thyroid comes into that, it will identify those cancer cells and destroy them. Everything in our lives is about balance, yin and yang. So when we're out of balance, our body tells us, usually through pain, highs and lows, cravings, rashes. These again are some examples of how the body communicates to you. That means that your fundamental homeostatic controls, your pH, your electrolyte balance, your hormonal balances, your constitution, your endocrine systems, neurotransmitters and more are out of balance. Now, it's easy for us to get out of balance because of our environment. Remember, we are all products of our environment. So, if you are living in a, say, toxic environment, I know as Westerners we're great at labelling, but let's say a toxic environment could be that you are stressed. There are 3 ways to create cancer very quickly, or as quickly as you can, depending on your constitution and your body. 1 is stress. So unless you are conscious to that, then your body, obviously, it has around about 60 trillion cells. All those cells have a shopping list and they require micronutrients. So unless you are giving yourself the right fuel, because you and I both know, coming back to the highway or the motorway here, that the right fuel for your vehicle is likely to be petrol or gas and or diesel. And you and I both know we wouldn't put the wrong fuel in our vehicle. So what about this? Because if it's true we dig our graves 1 fork at a time, interrupt your pattern again and realise that it is a benefit to you and those around you, because you are a teacher, to consume locally grown, hopefully pesticide, herbicides, fungicides, rodenticide free foods. That's what's right for the 60 trillion cells that have a shopping list in my body, and probably yours too. So the first thing that's likely to act as a catalyst to bring cancer metastasizing in your body, remember it's not an alien, you create it through poor lifestyle choices, is stress. Secondly, poor nutrition. If it's true again with those statistics, 88% is environmental, as in what creates cancer. So, put the right fuel in your body. What are you required to eat? Well, I mean, if it's true, been around 2.6 million years, things like fruit, vegetables and meat, those are the top three. The idea is to find the right proportions for you. So if you're an Eskimo living in the very cold regions of the globes, what kind of foods do you think they're eating? And they don't suffer with cancer, coronary heart disease, type 2 diabetes, Westerners' diseases. 90% of their diet is fat and protein, whale blubber, deer, those kind of things, seal, fish. That may not be the diet right for you. Those closer to the equator, what kind of foods do they eat? Well, it's around about 65% carbohydrates. Again, that's just a rough figure. So they're eating below ground and maybe some above ground, climb a bush or a tree for. But if it's true that we're all frugivores, then we eat between 1 and 5% meat. Again, I'll leave that with you to find the ratio that's right for you. Bearing in mind, if you measure from there down to the other hole in your body and you look at our internal structure and our dental structures, you realise that all these things we do, as well as how our teeth are located, that we're required to eat fruit, vegetables and meat. I'll leave that with you. Thirdly, toxins. Now, if it's true there are only two ways to create a disease, of which cancer is just one label, I mean really there only is one disease, but I haven't got enough time on this recording to go through that, then toxins is one and the other one's deficiency. Again, don't give your cells what they want, leads to deficiency, not a genius formula. And the other way, obviously, is toxins. So here's one of my tidbits. If you wouldn't eat it, then don't apply it to the biggest organ on your body. That would be your skin. The second would be your liver. Both will be compromised. So if you wouldn't do that, don't even think of doing that. If you wouldn't eat what you're about to apply to your body, you've got a smarter choice to make. So my invite to you, looking at those three things, stress, nutrition and toxins, which area would you like to work on and become conscious? That's the greatest thing you can possibly do, is just to become conscious, just to become aware, and then pass on that awareness. I'll leave it with you. I realise there's a lot in this recording and it's a journey, it's never a destination, so please have fun and enjoy it, and don't take life too seriously. I keep telling myself that, and that's for my benefit. The reason why I teach is so that I learn. Thank you very much for listening. My love to you all. Have a fantastic day. Have an amazing week. Have an incredible year. Bye for now.